Hello everyone and welcome to Zelda Speedruns 2. Today we've got another Link to the Past randomizer Crosskeys tournament match. We've got ourselves Homemadebeer and Theprofegamer here on Restream today. We've got ourselves TJ Maelstrom and Vortex of Doom on comms. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing great. Excited for this match. Should be a good one.
Now when it's the Theprofegamer, I just got it. I just tabbed over to read that. Oops, that's a mispronunciation. Have fun, all. Okay, looks like we're having some technical issues with one of our comms, so I'll stick here and chat for a moment. Vortex, thoughts on the runners today while I get them going?
I don't know much about Theprofegamer, but I'm pretty familiar with Homemadebeer. Very good runner. Definitely going to see some unorthodox decisions from him if I had to put money on it. But yeah, should be a good race. Obviously, this is the first week of Swiss, so there's going to be a lot of wacky matchups in general, just because that's how Swiss kind of shakes out.
Hey, we've got TJ. There you are.
All right, I have been silenced.
Just
but
in
I
time, because
returned.
we're about to start soon, so I will shut up. Have fun.
I apologize for interrupting the preamble here with my inane screeching. But hello, as aforementioned, I am TJ Maelstrom, and thank you for covering things while I was gone. Vortex of Doom.
Yeah, no problem. My pleasure.
All right, whew, we're back. We're in it, and I missed moves in the first chest, and I should probably get my act together. It was probably just a compass, right? Like, just a compass? Okay.
I missed it, too.
Okay. Well, let's just assume it was a compass. Chat said it was just a big 20. I'm still going to say it was a compass, because, otherwise, yeah.
But interesting that we had both runners start Link's House, and neither did the kind of traditional Houlihan start. And that is a very early Paradox Cave. I think
it's kind of uncomfortable to find it that early, since you're, like, have no equipment. You want to go in, but you can't.
Yeah. And that's the worst entrance for that too, because like 3 hearts, even if you get bombs, you're gonna be.
Yeah, it's a bit tight.
Getting through those mini Moldorms is not guaranteed, but looks like Beer's heading over to the eastern area. I like this early. I don't always do it early, but these are entrances that don't get a lot faster, even with a mirror, and you can get all of them right away.
Pretty much. And
Homemadebeer
has a decision to make here at first crossroads here. He's going to get this heart for sure because it's still early, but do you take the connector this early? Probably not, right? Okay, I'm never right.
I understand taking it this early because this entrance is so close to Link's house, and you like walking back out of the connector is almost as slow as just walking back to the entrance anyway.
This is also true.
Like, you're so close to the hole there. Maybe if it was eastern entrance, he might not have done that.
And it looks like that takes us up on the mountain.
This will pay off if he survives this.
Big if, considering these Tektites do 2 hearts worth of damage.
Calling an audible to that lower entrance with the Tektite in the way. Oh, he's still no bombs, Beer.
All right,
you can't do this.
So at this point, you can actually, if assuming nothing else is here, that's actually pretty good. You can probably, if you don't have any weapons, you could just drop down and find out the last connector as like a terminus and just continue out from there.
Well, and if he were to die here, he would be able to get back. 10 rupees short.
That's unfortunate. Oh my gosh! This is hilarious. This scene has got jokes. That jokes on jokes.
That's lovely.
Who says Rando doesn't have a sense of humor anymore? Not I. Meanwhile, Prof, as aforementioned, we know now, I'll call him Prof from Desert Palace. Prof. God, this is gonna. Oh boy. Nobody told me.
I don't think he'll hold it against you. Yeah.
All right, good.
But we got Sank at the magic bat drop down, which I like that as a Sank spot, but it's not exactly the most. It's not as convenient as you think it would be. Like it's still like it's a longer walk to CAC, even if it's only like a screen or two. But
yeah, it makes Kakariko a nice opening hub. And considering there's a lot of entrances in the place, you know, that's something you want.
I see a bottle. But, our runners are basically just going to be doing all the same things, maybe in a slightly different order.
Yeah.
French vanilla chicken hut.
It would be nice if we can get some bombs here. Or a hammer for that mimic cave.
Now, there is a 50-50 bush here. Beer just wins it.
Got
I don't
it.
know why he went back out over just picking up the bushes next to him, but you know, he does get the. Oh man! Well, time to go farm another bomb.
Yeah, just go outside and get it.
I'd probably go back in and out until I got it, just to get these 3 items.
Heck yeah, absolutely.
Like this entrance is so inconvenient, and like you hope you don't need the Saha item anyway. So it's.
Oh, Motto. Yeah, Beer will be here for at least 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
And it looks like that's nothing at the well drop down there. Meanwhile, Homemadebeer is
he's committed.
He's committed. Yeah, his beginner's luck has run out. There we go. We in there. All right.
I just don't miss.
From downtown. All right. And there's Johnny 2 bombs. What's up?
Wait,
don't have any bombs though.
Did he talk to him?
I don't believe he. I don't believe so. Yeah. And Homemadebeer continues to not get bombs.
I don't blame him for giving up.
Yeah, after that whole debacle, probably for the best. Just a little short.
Yeah, the resource issue is a big problem in early Crosskeys, and it's one of the reasons why that Houlihan start is so common, because you're guaranteed money to buy bombs at the first shop you find, as well as getting a couple awkward entrances out of the way.
That's an early mirror right there. So this is the second entrance to Desert Palace we found, by the way. I don't mean to interrupt you, but go on. Sorry.
I missed the first one. Yeah, I was just saying, like, our runners are going to be looking around a little bit for resources at this point, and as Beer finds his...
That's his bomb money. No, I apologize. I think this was the first, because that was the east entrance. So yeah, that was the one that Profe found earlier.
Yeah. But Beer is following this connector, which it makes some sense with Sank just in Kakariko. Oh, well. Works. Does not have that much bomb money.
But it's enough. It'll be enough to get you through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, well, it does not have enough to get an upgrade to 15 capacity at that ferry. Because if he did, I suspect he would take it. Getting a capacity upgrade there, if you can afford it, is generally a pretty good investment, I find, because then you just can go a little longer without. I was wondering if Beer had already checked the torch, but he looks like he remembered it.
Yeah. It looks like he's going to get... and here comes the most anxiety-inducing part of the scene right here. And that's why. And that's why. And that's exactly why. Putting the well there... Ugh. You almost want to see Ganon more, because you know it's going to be required. And we found every Desert Palace entrance now, haven't we?
We have. Beer could have jumped down there if he had been
Well,
able
he
to get
explored that
bombs.
already.
Yeah, he could have jumped down and done Paradox there and checked that third entrance, but
Wasn't the chess game was there too? He could have he has enough money for that.
interesting that oh, I see what he's doing here. I think he's gonna go belatedly do that Houlihan start. Which is interesting because he knows where a shop where bombs are, but this way he will have bottle vendor money when he does the north half of CAC, which he has not touched yet. Plus, it's a way to get a couple awkward entrances out of the way. So, yeah, I really like this play. Of not starting with it, but being willing to do it.
Nothing at the magic shop. And Lumberjack has a big 20. I thought like you don't have a lot of money here. Like, just go get it. Like, your resources are very limited in Crosskeys. I understand, like, not wanting to go and commit to just every ridiculous low check, but like you have that. Like you want a nice little monetary buffer there.
I probably would have just Houlihaned instead of getting. Beer might fluff it. I wouldn't be surprised using known fluffer.
There he goes.
He's grabbing it.
All right, now we're back at Hive Cave here. Oh boy, Johnny Red Canes, let's go.
That's a nice enough hype cave in this mode, regardless.
Yeah.
I think.
And some replenishment for your secret handshake.
Beer is still going to Houlihan here.
As you said, noted fluffer. Which, I assure you, has a different context than this video game.
Yeah. I'm not aware of any other context.
Don't educate yourself. Anyway, there we go. Was that a vanilla chicken house?
No, I think it's at Sick. Maybe it is though. I thought it was at Sick Kid.
I did miss the key that was there. No, it was next door. Okay.
Yeah. Was that Meyer? But yeah, Beer's gonna buy some bombs. Profe is going to get to single dip Saha's Closet instead of the quintuple dip that Beer has already done at this point.
Correct.
Beer. Oh, Beer's just gonna bite the bullet and buy 50 more to get 5 more max. Never have to worry about bombs again. Hopefully.
Probably not. More than likely.
I'm okay with that choice. Yeah, was
that the Thief's Town big key or small key?
Big, I believe.
All right. Well, Profe has already found it and a sword, so if he wants, he can go finish that dungeon right now.
It looks like that might be what he's doing since he didn't save and quit.
Yeah, he's walking back in that direction. Yeah, it's a little early.
If I've already been to the front 4 before I get the big key, and I don't have the small key to at least put it in logic. That was a Meyer small in Chicken Hut. I'm very hesitant to go back, especially to take this long of a walk just to do one in logic check. Now, that said, I had a seed yesterday where that one in logic check was the hook shot, and though it didn't punish me, I got it way later than most of the other people in the race.
Yeah,
but yeah, I
usually in Crosskeys, I respect the decision to go right back and do it, but usually in Crosskeys you are rewarded for breaking logic as long as you could recognize that this is how deep your logic breaks go. You can keep if you keep track of it. Yeah,
that's true as well. It's just the likelihood that it pays off, plus compared to the fact that he's definitely creating an orphan.
Yeah. There's no way you go back for this big chest.
Along with the walk required. I just think that it's like is it that much faster to walk right from Saha's Closet there than it is to just do a save and quit to Sank later, when your options are a little thinner? You have a bunch of the world left open. I don't hate the play, but I'm a little surprised.
I would hesitate.
Especially
I would be hesitant on it. Correct. There's that too. Or maybe sometimes you don't want to know that information.
That's very, very true. More than one Crosskeys race has been lost because a runner did a map check and tried to avoid doing something they thought they didn't need to. Maybe we'll get
that could be maybe not, but yeah, that could be another bit of incentive to do the dungeon is trying to solve the seed a little bit faster. And if you do get a pendant, there's only 2 more out there, so like you said, it's still early in the game. It does put 1 check into logic. I think that is the maiden cell.
Yep. I suspect Beer will just do it since he has that big key. He'll get a sword. Might be on the fence about finishing it when he finds it, but when he gets that sword, I think that'll be let's just single dip this because this is an awful location. So it'll probably be even for both runners, which is that's good at least.
Oh, now we're getting bombs. I see.
Interesting that we found we found several connectors. None of them lead to Dark World, so that mirror is not doing actually anything for us yet.
Well, that's good. That's good, really, because you really don't want to see that mirror after you've been in the Dark World a few times.
That's true. But yeah, even with all the connector following, Beer has done.
Well, there's the Ace of Spades. We're gonna walk all the way back. There are a few connectors that haven't been taken. There's one in Kakariko that we haven't dropped down yet. There's the last exit of Paradox Cave, which depending on the exit, we can actually return from now that we have the mirror with a block delete. And that was the only other connectors we've seen that we haven't finished checking yet.
Yep.
Even Spectral Rock, all entrances have been discovered there.
Yeah.
And the cape is here too, so yeah, blind is going to be no problem.
Beer is finishing. He looked like he was ready to finish it even before. There's no hesitation there.
Yeah, if I got this cape, I'll find a way to beat him with bombs. Sure, I'll get it done.
He did have the mirror out, I guess, so maybe he was considering leaving if he didn't.
Right. I mean, if you don't get a sword, what can you do, right? I mean,
he had Chain of Samaria.
That is true. You do. That is true. You do have that.
But that might be one too many things against. Oh, that's some lovely Hyrule Castle logic. Once we find an entrance there, does mean we can get everything there, which will be convenient.
No, that means the hammer. I don't think that means Well, it's a very complicated logical series that could put the hammer in the back of Hyrule Castle. I think we need to see Mitz first.
Well, no, all we'd need would be the Thieves' Town Small, technically, and the lamp.
That is true. The Thieves' Town Small would do it. Yeah. Because that does get you to blind.
But yeah, interesting. Profe has just been sticking around Kakariko, only using the Sank exit. So I guess Homemadebeer he didn't even get into the eastern screen with his exploration.
No.
So we haven't seen anything over there. But
we've just been pretty much visiting and revisiting things, going back and forth, which is. You want to commit to a specific area, clear it all out. You don't want to shotgun your route. That makes things a little convoluted, and yeah, you want to just keep your checks dense, I guess.
Yeah, and there is a lot of density around Kakariko in this seed. So it's it makes sense that he's staying here. We'll have to see. I imagine he'll probably jump down when he finds this Desert West entrance, since he hasn't seen any of these other things. So we're probably going to see Paradox Cave here.
Correct.
Oh man, he is finding the Spectacle Rock entrances in the most amusing order.
Yeah. The real Paradox Cave. Oh, we're going to see this too.
Okay, yeah, that's I suppose with no boots, no glove. This can't be much slower if it's any slower for beer. Mm-hmm. That's a fun one.
So now Profe doesn't have to go to the item when he finds that entrance.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so this will be Paradox, and he will probably go out the other entrance that we haven't seen, maybe first. But if he doesn't go out at first, he will go out there and then instantly find Spec Rock.
Went into desert before going to dig, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess you don't want to walk back necessarily, so maybe you just check your go through Link's house. You have the mirror as well, so if you find a connector to Dark World, you could just loop that in with Stumpy. We don't have Pearl yet, I suppose, so that's. But you could still check Cave 45.
Yeah. Plus, if we can do that Super Bunny mirror trick, might get some mileage out of that.
Yep, true.
And looks like Paradox Cave is a little dead. It's ironic that the early resources are in there. I guess we haven't. I guess Profe hasn't found the top yet. I don't think he did that. Otherwise, why'd be going this way?
Yeah, he hasn't seen this. This was the one right by Link's house. I'm a little surprised he isn't going back in. Maybe he's just checking this.
Yeah, probably just checking this and just going on his merry way back inside.
That last entrance is going to be... That's kind of a pain to get to. Oh, he's not going back in. That's interesting.
That is interesting. By the way, did you know that rewind is disabled?
I did. Good thing, too.
That's, yeah.
But this also means we're going to probably see the eastern area stuff. Oh, he wants that heart, I guess.
I guess. It's early enough. Heart containers are a little bit more valuable right now.
And you have the mirror, so it's not going to, cripple your death orbs or anything. So.
Oh, this is for chest game. This is what Beer is doing right now.
Okay, chest game. That makes sense.
Yeah. Going to be very pleased to see the compass. And by pleased, I mean, agitated. Hey, we'll just pretend we got $50 in there. That's all.
Yep. Made $20 profit.
There you go.
But yeah, so he's just gonna do Paradox and then check the last entrance. This is a nice clean route. I like it.
Also on Profe's side, it's clean routing taking him through Eastern Palace area without having to dive down the Spectacle Rock entrance. Just same. Although routing this without a glove is a little awkward, which is why I guess most people avoid it. It is a little out of the way. It's a bit of a hike, and routing is weird.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't ever feel good to be if you have a glove. This doesn't feel too bad because you can kind of drop into Saha's closet last. But this is a really awkward position to be in.
You've isolated the Flute 5 cave there.
Kind of have to follow this, and do you? Yeah, you stay up here. You've got the mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Meyer area.
Was that the exit of Paradox?
Profe, yeah, that's the entrance exit that Profe skipped checking. This could be really big. Because I don't think it'll be too long before... Well, I say that. It could be a very long time before Beer gets up to Death Mountain, if he finds some other stuff, but...
Oh boy, that's a find right there. You get 5 checks in here with this red cane. One of them's going to be out of logic without the lamp. But I can get it done. Come on, your bee, just fly over the lasers. I imagine Homemade Beer picked the Sprite because it would make hovering easier.
Oh, almost certainly. It's wow. This is not a fruitful. Okay, I don't know if that was on purpose, but I'm sure he doesn't feel too bad about it.
No.
I guess yeah. It's hard not to take a heart of damage in the dark. Oh, he's not continuing up.
Not going for the other chests. And
That surprises me quite a bit, actually, because like all you need for TR Big to be there is the lamp.
Right. It's possible he just didn't remember.
Yeah, that's true too.
Oh, you got a bottle. Good. There you go.
So this could be a boon pearl for all you know. Oh. Keep the swamp. That's I'm not going to complain at all about it if I have that before I find swamp.
Yeah, just give me the keys like that before I go in the dungeon. I'm fine.
Fluff. He wants to get up to 610 for Zora and Pod. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, the old man was at the mountain with the mirror. That doesn't make things any more difficult. But so far, we haven't found a method up the mountain just yet. And that Hyrule Castle entrance could be it.
Well, the entrance that...
Oh, the entrance at Eastern Palace, of course. That wasn't logic.
This is all very in logic.
Mm-hmm.
Profe.
Hey, look, Misery Mire.
Oh, that is no way in. You can't even bunny revive that.
No method of ingress. And I missed what was at the Desert Palace North entrance there on my beer side.
I missed it as well, but it doesn't seem important since Beer left immediately.
I think Beer's going back for that chest inside Turtle Rock that he initially skipped.
I guess I can see, like maybe he's he can.
I figured it out. He wanted to get the rest of the entrances and then maybe commit to exiting at the west exit. There you go.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he do Agina? He didn't. Did he? I assume he'll be probably just.
I don't believe so.
Extra mirror transit. It's probably not that different from just walking out on a South Shore trip. So I don't think that's too bad. If he does commit to a connector here. Yeah, good call though.
Upper Cave, which we can do.
This seat has opened up.
Yeah, it's wide. No Dark World access though. No real. Yeah. Just isolated pockets and things. The Dark Death Mountain, Misery Mire.
Now, have we found the old man?
Yeah, he was at Hera.
Okay, so Profe has rescued the old man then?
Yes. There's the pearl. What a pearl that is.
Yeah, I don't know how long it'll be before Beer gets that, but probably a bit still. I don't know if this chest is worth it.
It's a bit of a struggle right now. There we go. The hard part is done.
Definitely a loadout where you skip it if you already have a TR small and you say you'll come back for it later. Okay, what's that?
Desert Palace.
Well, that's a very interesting thing to find locked behind 4 Turtle Rock small keys. I expect we'll see that checked before too long, given how much effort he just put into checking it.
Not to mention the proximity of Desert Palace to the Sanctuary start.
Castle Tower, Profe's side. Oh, Beer's just saving and quitting. Not gonna take a connector there. He didn't set up his exit, so that makes sense that he didn't, but...
Right, probably didn't want to get caught just outside without no way to get back in.
And yeah, as Amazing Ampharos points out, yeah, spinning on Ball and Chain Knights does not do more damage than just slashing them, so... It's a pretty limited value strat there.
It's also it's a pain in the neck
at once, but yeah, there's not anything particularly good you can do.
Well, so much for our one logical Thieves Town check.
Find out if we have to go back to Turtle Rock. And when Profe did find Misery Mire, we did see that it was a crystal. So we will have to go back there at some point, which is terrible. But
here we go. We're gonna see this. We're gonna see this now.
All right. What do our 4 TR keys give us? A compass.
Nothing special. Nothing we couldn't circumvent normally.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice Hyrule Castle exit for Profe right there.
Assume there was nothing on the floating island that he looked, or
well, even if there's not, they can get back here pretty easily. Oh, there's a key to pod. All right, the more the merrier.
Yep, that's for sure. This is Fairy Ascension. Yes.
Yeah.
Here is following some more connectors. I like this.
This is what the other one we hadn't found. So let's see. This one is fantastic. Well, we didn't see an Agin escape. Yeah. However, Hyrule Castle West, much better. Especially with that mirror.
Mainland Dark World access. Oh, that is rich. That is lovely. So
was that at what was it? Guinness?
That was Turtle Rock West.
I see. All right. Did you perhaps see the symbol? Was it a crystal or pendant?
I did not see it actually. I was.
Darn. Oh well. Right, we're finally branching out into the light world here. It's about time. Oh, here's Eastern Palace, and it's Sphere 1, and it's always dangerous to skip, so Homemadebeer charging right forward into it.
Absolutely no hesitation. But yeah, I mean, I think that the meme of not going into Eastern until you can clear it is... We have probably, as a Crosskeys community, reached a point where we are being counterproductive with that meta. It is fun to see if you can get away with it, and it always will be fun. So I don't think anyone will ever stop. But I think it's a fine play.
It's just a lot of walking, so it's kind of a pain in the neck. But it's just the way it works out so much more often to go in than skipping it. I haven't found it's worth it to leave it alone when it's available this early.
Yeah, it's rarely gonna punish you terribly, especially if you don't have either thing. We don't need to death wart. We have a mirror.
That is correct. We don't need to scum the key either.
Yeah, we've got the key. We got the. Yeah, that's fine. You scrolled right past it.
Any mirrors anyway.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
It's.
I'm not. Yeah, I can't judge because I've done stuff like that myself.
And he realizes that he would still like the health refill. Going to do. But I think you kind of have to do it dark. The other entrances are not super friendly. There's no telling when you're gonna get the hammer or mitts.
Yeah.
So I think it makes all the sense in the world to just
Yeah.
continue to the back here.
Yeah, and you've got a sword, and these monsters in the back don't do any damage from a light world position. Did he come in from a light world position? Because he didn't. Then this might be worse off than we thought. He came in from the west, which was the dark world entrance. So these things are actually going to do 1 billion damage.
They're going to do a heart of damage because he does have the blue mail, which is
that's
why
true.
The death warp was less than ideal.
And shut us up, as Eastern Palace has nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that'll happen, but now he's not wondering about it. And it doesn't lose as much time as you'd think to go in twice, double dip it, because he got Demir from Big Key Chest, and now he doesn't have to go to Big Key Chest on his other trip. So you lose like probably 45 seconds.
Yeah, peace of mind is worth 45 seconds.
Yeah, I don't. It's a ballpark number. It's not. It's probably more than that. Wait, what? What was that?
Sankheart. the clutch Sankheart.
That's lovely.
That's hilarious.
And welcome.
Failed.
All the raiders from Fear Agents stream. I was doing a restream for the Casual Boots journey.
This check is a hard sell for me without a glove.
I mean, he got spit out to check some stuff. Like he was kind of on the path anyway. He already did. He was at Agina's. You're gonna save and quit, or you're gonna check the one entrance. Then you're almost at the dam. Then you're almost at Mini Moldarm. Then you're like 3/4 of the way here. So, I don't hate it, but it doesn't really pay out.
Yeah. And I think this is Mountain Cave? Yeah.
This is Old Man save and quit spot back of it. So we're going to find out where that is, because I don't believe Profe has started there yet. We find Bombos. That's an interesting find, because we did find Ice Palace. I forgot where it was, but have seen it, I believe.
That's not a great position for the Mountain Cave.
I mean, that is true, but also now he never has to go check that entrance. So that's something that that glove entrance that he kind of orphaned was now not a problem anymore.
Meanwhile, Profe finds Palace of Darkness with just one single key, but
yeah, and in not a great spot at Dark Lumberjack. That is not where you want to see a dungeon that you can't do much in, but where there is a lot to do. Because the path back here, we don't have a good one yet. You literally have to walk to Eastern, then walk across the mountain, then walk to Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, the later you find this pod, the better. I mean, the magic numbers are 1, 4, and 6. We only have 1 and didn't really pay out here. And it's opting not to try to mimic clip or potion glitz or anything for any more checks. So just time to go.
Man. It's you don't really want to de-incentivize yourself to come back later. I wouldn't have blamed him for doing it either, though.
Thing about it is, even if you do it, there's so much more to be done in pod. I don't think that disincentivizes you from coming back.
That's true. And I guess the argument for it is just the path here is so dumb that you should do it when you have the chance, but probably not going to make a big difference, because from the looks of it, you can't really have any more pod smalls before you find it, unless there's a connector that we've completely forgotten about. Because Beer's not going to have any more when he first gets to pod, but he might still choose to. Oh, this is
yeah.
I think I'm with Profe here, though.
The
other entrance is since you haven't seen it, it's more likely to be somewhere you haven't been, and it would therefore kind of like to be than anywhere else.
Not to mention the time commitment you took to get to it in the first place.
Yeah.
Gets paid out for it. It's a nice Master Sword. Doesn't help him get back here, but it's nice.
If that's if it turns out to be like King's Tomb or somewhere, you just have to save and quit.
Yeah, soften blow is a good way of putting it. Oh, that's great.
Lovely. That's
delightful. All right, perfect. That couldn't have worked out much better. Everything coming up Profe right now. I think that has to be a dark connector since we found the that could lead up Death Mountain.
That could be Old Man Rescue, or it could be Death Mountain Descent.
Yeah.
And either way, it's not in logic. We'll probably find the other end eventually, or already know where it is.
I think what I would try to do is I'd try to jump off the ledge to determine if it's something I'd want to ever come back to, and then find the hole and start back in there.
What I usually do is if I have a sword, I'll just try to clink it.
Mm-hmm.
Just to see if...
Is that an audio cue thing?
Yeah, like you move to the side a little. You stick your sword out, move to the side, and if you press up and you just clink something, that means it's Old Man Rescue, because none of the other caves. Meanwhile, Profe is following this hookshot cave connector. You can't get anything. It's interesting to know that it leads him into cave, but I'm a little surprised because that could have been a number of places that locked him out from getting back to Dark World quickly.
Yeah, after getting bailed out by that Thieves Town connector from Super Bunny Cave, you're pushing your luck a little bit, but he's getting the lucky connectors here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Beer is doing his Old Man Rescue. Just basically, he's going to be on a straight path following Profe's footsteps for a while. Now, he has done a number of things that Profe hasn't, like he knows the Meyer area stuff. So he's not strictly behind quite yet, but definitely this is looking pretty good for Profegamer overall. This is definitely how he wants this race to start.
Yeah, we got the Moon Pearl. It's already exploring the Dark World in earnest. With a mirror, we'll be able to collect a bunch of stuff along the way. Seems pretty good. What's the over-under that Aegina's Cave actually has something right now? I'd say it's about a 5% chance of being actually worth it.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me. Well,
all right.
We'll take...
Like the jury's out on that one, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Interestingly, that does give Profegamer the access to Laser Bridge without finding that Meyer connector. So that
not only that,
like
but
TR small or something.
Picking up that Master Sword at Super Bunny Cave, they'll get access to Bombos Tablet as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Did Profe check the ledge? I don't think it was anything.
If it was anything, or if he didn't check it, he'd probably be doing it right now.
Yeah, I think you probably blind check if you haven't seen it at all in this position. So.
Yeah, absolutely. H for Profegamer. Give me an H.
We're looking for quite a lot still, regardless of...
Yeah, we barely have anything.
Yeah, I think the Ice Palace... Where was Ice Palace? Was that...
Oh, there we go. That's something. Maybe. Potentially. Oh, okay. That makes Ice Palace a little bit more appealing.
Yeah, that means we can get everything except 2 checks, which is that's a tempting play.
I don't think we have an Ice Palace small key. That's a flippers. Wow, that's pretty lucky too.
That's That's true. Without that small key, the hammerless dip is a little less appealing, but it's also it's not that bad either, because you can like we have the mirror, so you can just go right side and go left, or steal the key from the berry and go. So TR is also a crystal. You see on Profe's side.
So we will need that ice rod today.
I suspect that Beer is aware that TR is a crystal, given that he went in there.
Yeah, it did. I think he found Turtle Rock West after getting the map.
But that doesn't mean that he did. So he could very well be aware, at the very least.
We assume.
Yeah. You're getting his Sank Heart, which is not at all unwelcome. Even if his health situation was pretty fine. And Meyer shed.
Yeah, there's a small key to Thieves' Tower. Now
that's all in logic now.
Yeah,
so.
Now we're back in logic.
Which we got. What did we get on? We got nothing.
Yeah, right? we got a shovel. I think that led to nothing on blind. I think it was just a map.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, a map and a compass that were behind that. So
yeah,
but they're in logic now. So
yeah.
Or no, it was the Hyrule Castle Small was on blind.
That is correct. You are right. You are right.
So we're a lamp away from that Bombos being in logic. So maybe given that, it's a little less tempting to go to ice.
I mean, ultimately leads to something like what was that? A compass in the lava chest, and Bombos as well. There's Swamp Palace for better or worse.
Oh, Profe didn't follow Bumper, did he?
No.
Got distracted by I suspect the same thing will probably happen to Beer. But it'll be interesting to see if he decides to maybe risk it. Interestingly, though, Profe will kind of close off the desert entrance. Checking the desert entrance.
Making a beeline to this Bombos tablet.
Yeah,
didn't even check the Swamp Palace entrance.
I wonder if this means he's planning on staying in Dark World and maybe coming back for this stuff, since he can get there really easily from Link's house, and getting back down here in Dark World is a several minute endeavor.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see exactly that happen.
Yeah, he did get flippers off of Stumpy, so that's probably what's going to happen. We'll probably make his way through to the Pyramid and Palace of Darkness area.
Interestingly, even if he does check the desert entrance, he could get out through Agina's cave. Which he will know by the time he checks it. So his portal will still be there. It'll be interesting to see if he ends up going backward through that way. Which it won't be that far out of the way if he goes to Crystal Roll area. Just a couple more rooms and
right.
I think well worth the time of going through to save that portal.
Yeah, he's been pretty bold about these connectors, so I don't actually think he's gonna go check Turtle Rock here. I mean, he'll be rewarded if he does. Like you said, he has an out at this entrance. Yeah, he has an out from the west exit. He can use to get back on his previous trail.
Definitely be hitting up the Bombos here.
Oh, totally. There's plenty of magic to be found in this dungeon. This takes significantly less time than doing this. And it's also better for your health.
He already had a key. He could also decide to go out the front, which would be...
This is also true.
A bold choice to spend his only key that way, but it's a choice he could make, and I don't know. It's so hard to say what is a quote-unquote good choice in Crosskeys, because it's just what pays off, and it feels like pure luck. But it's a really complicated just risk reward thing. And Beer is just gonna hit up Ice Palace here. Beer deciding to do Hyrule Castle immediately rather than returning for it later. Does have this Bombos. I don't think Profe did have it quite yet when he found ice.
No, he did not.
Finished with. So I think this Ice Palace play makes a lot more, like it makes a lot of sense for Beer. And Profe is going out the front of TR. Unless he didn't entirely mean to spend that or wasn't realizing it.
It's
no, he is
possible he's just going all the way for the chest and then leaving.
I mean, I think you got to go out the front, right?
You do. And then what you can do is you can actually take a death and your portal will still be where you left it. So we can get back to the Dark World pretty easily.
That's true. Fire small. Okay, he's staying here. But yeah, you like the connector, the door's open. You could get back through this way anytime if you so chose. But yeah, this is a bold play, but this could pay off really big. This is something that Beer has already passed up on his best chance to do. So, oh well,
it's okay as long as he doesn't save and quit, I'll be fine. But he can just walk down from here.
And so Beer just went down the Ice Palace bomb jump route and stole the key from the berry.
That was a good idea. It takes a little extra time, but that'll get him through the dungeon a little more efficiently.
It's pretty even with going and doing Icebreaker to the spike chest and then mirroring and going the rest of the way.
And somebody
interestingly, he doesn't need to hit the switch. Like even if he found both glove and hammer in here, he has the big key and cane, so he can just avoid doing the switch entirely.
Yeah. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but did I see a pendant at Hera on that snap map check? I think I saw a pendant.
I missed it, but
nice boomerang.
Good by Profe to have the presence of mind to it's very easy when you're following a connector chain to just end up I got kicked out at Bonk Rocks. I can't get back in. That's end of the route, save and quit, and then keeping that portal was definitely something that I think will serve him well.
Yeah.
Also making the choice to go into Eastern, so that is time that both of our runners will be spending.
Now we know there's not going to be a Moon Pearl in this dungeon here because it's I forgot where it was. Oh, Beer, you don't have the hook shot. Oh, he didn't get the ice key. He doesn't have it.
He stole the key, went out. So he's already done the right side.
I mean the big key. He doesn't have the big key.
Oh, that's true. Okay, well that's fine.
Hopefully.
I mean he's not. Well, I mean it's fine since he didn't find a glove. And so hammer here doesn't open up any, if he found one of them, yeah. So he doesn't find anything.
Yeah.
But that does mean that if something is in the ice big chest, that especially if it's a glove or hammer, that it will be a long time before Homemadebeer gets back there for that.
And that Ice Palace big key, assuming he gets to the Dark World in a timely fashion, is on the beaten path. So we'll get there eventually.
Yeah, he will get that big key, but I suspect that Profe will get funneled into ice sooner than Beer will, or not funneled into it, but will find ice to be an attractive play with that big key and having it completely unchecked.
I was about to mention these two entrances we haven't checked so far. No, there's Spike Cave.
Not a good spot.
No. You never like to find it anywhere, let alone there. And Skull Woods. With the wrong fire source.
Really hoping that he has a fire source in this chest right now. Be his
Yeah, Fire Rod would be balling in that chest right now.
He's also probably cursing the rule of fire right now. He's just an ice palace with bombos.
Like, oh yeah, Fire Rod is always a nice palace with bombos, and we're.
But he can also check this entrance.
That's right. Oh, he got the Moon Pearl. Okay, I missed that.
I was in Mini Moldorm Cave. That was one of the.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's free. Okay.
So he's. Oh, well.
Hey.
But is this going to be the front of TR play? He knows where the back is, so yeah, this is a 1-key spend. So he'll be fine.
He's not gonna get his Dark World access out of Hyrule Castle. But he might just go here for the chest and then leave.
Well, he's already not doing that because he jumped off of the top.
Oh yeah.
Castle, so he's not gonna.
He's committing to this. You're right.
He's gonna be out at Bonk Rocks, and he'll probably just have to go waddle his way over to the eastern entrance again.
Ugh, that's nasty.
Did either of the runners check Flute 5? Because Beer also just followed that connector, right?
Yeah, I don't think either did. At least I didn't see it if he did.
That is a loose end we still have, which is lovely. That is
Well, thing about it is, the way Profe is routing, he'll get there eventually through the mirror.
That's true.
It might take some extra time to walk up to and from Zora.
So yeah, Beer has gotten some, some location knowledge that could prove to be really useful eventually, but has not panned out with anything yet. Meanwhile, Profe is just widening his not exactly lead, but just like it, like this looks like the path that we eventually need to get.
Yeah, I think at this point, Profe's checks have definitely started to outweigh Homemadebeer's. Remember, that was Spectral Rock. Wow, the hobo just gives you a free thing and then you just leave a bomb there? Rude. Rude!
I do that to anyone whose gifts aren't good enough.
Rude. Wow. Wow.
Yep.
Just not good enough, huh? You're that guy during the holidays, are you?
Unfortunately for Beer, that Flute 5 spot is not a connector leading directly to Dark.
Yeah, just completely inconsequential.
Right by VOO.
Hated it so much, didn't even bother to refill his lower than half health.
That would have been the dream for him, and that would have, I think, put him essentially right. Like he's still behind on this path, but the extra knowledge that he has would have probably been a lot more valuable in that situation. That said, like he might not just head straight to Super Bunny when he does eventually, find the bumper connector, which is this is a very bad Dark World access.
So far, it's not great.
Check bumper as well before going back into Hyrule Castle. Not be at all surprised to see that.
Well, let's see. Where have we not? We found Desert Palace East, so there won't be there. Coming out, the Pyramid won't be so bad because that'll give at least Dark World access from there, even if you can't return from it. Well, he knows that the Hyrule Castle West exit will give him proper Dark World access. Probably, I don't know. I think it's. I can't call this one. I don't know. Yeah, Homemadebeer is going to start down the path that Profe started a long time ago.
Well, I think. Do we know at this point? We don't quite know, but we're pretty close to knowing that Bumper Cave probably leads to Turtle. I think either Turtle Rock has to lead to, or that Bumper has to lead to Turtle Rock, Laser Bridge, or
the Ledge.
Middle Bridge. Yeah.
East-West Bridge, maybe.
I think we have.
Well, there's still a dark connector we have unaccounted for.
Oh, that's true. We know.
And I think there's a couple of other ones. I think we found Brothers.
Did we find Old Lady? Maybe not.
I don't remember finding Old Lady. I haven't been counting my connectors properly, but I know there's at least one other we haven't seen.
I think Beer probably is going to do a camera unlock if he has something in his bottle. He might mimic clip too if he knows how to do that. I mean, but...
Yeah, he's going for it.
It's looking like this will be he will not regret having done this. Like despite all the stuff that Profe has done, like it is. Like, he's gotten some stuff, but not much. This has been a pretty barren loop.
True. Sometimes the knowledge of where things aren't can help as well. Castle Tower small keys, a little inconvenient right there. And there we go. We did camera unlock. Let's see if this pays off. This might give Homemadebeer an edge over Profe, if anything is here.
Very small does nothing yet.
No. Nothing particularly groundbreaking. And no fire source to even go into the basement anyway.
Looks like Beer... So Beer's gonna fall into the same Super Bunny trap, I have to think. Like, I don't think you just don't do it. But he might check some of the entrances that Profe skipped and has a long trip back to.
That's true. Profe didn't head north, so no Skull Woods. Didn't get the...
or Curiosity Cup. But that'll be... I'm guessing that if Beer follows this, he will not be orphaning those twice.
I can't imagine you do, because, man, getting back here is a real pain in the neck.
I mean, Profe did, and, but...
Profe didn't take as long to get here as Homemadebeer did.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Yeah, he's not happy about this.
Yeah,
but he'll be relieved where it leads him.
Yeah, this is not a connector you want to follow. When you've taken over an hour to get to the mainland Dark World, and you immediately find a connector that might very well take you away, a one-way connector at that. Like you don't want to follow it, but you kind of have to here, and Beer's going to definitely be relieved, as you said.
Yeah. And I believe you head north after this. Something's got to give soon.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a bunch of checks in Skull Woods that are just ripe for the picking.
Yeah, I think that might be the right... Could you imagine if the right answer is it's the Ice Palace Big Chest? Could you imagine? Oh my gosh.
I would rather not.
What a pain in the neck! But
yeah, it looks like Beer is hitting up this. I I think he's heading up north. He's gonna bomb this, but I don't think he follows it. Well, he's gonna be able to get right back. I guess he knows that he's running out of connectors that are likely to be one way. Oh, here's GT.
Oh, finally, some good food.
I mean, this gets us 3 checks.
3 checks, right?
Whoop-de-doo. So I guess from Beer's perspective, he has followed more connectors at this point, and like this was reasonably likely to be like TR, which is a reversible one.
Yeah.
So.
And did he head out? He didn't head out Turtle Rock, Maine. He did. So he knows where that is.
Yep, he does know where that is. Yeah, he knows all 4 entrances of TR.
And yeah, he does head north. Which then this is one of those things we haven't checked.
This could be.
Oh, potentially spicy. Nice, dense little area. Ripe for the picking.
Profe should hope that Hookshot isn't in here, because that's a bad spot. Here. Is that's all 3 Meyer spots?
That's all 3, yeah.
No fire source yet.
Uh-oh.
Eastern Big. So that's something that Beer will probably hit, actually, on his loop. Oh, there's
the lamp. So that dark connector in Thiefstown, you can figure out what that is at a glance, or just go through it.
That's tile room, apparently.
Oh wow!
I don't see that getting skipped, but
we haven't found the dam yet. But we do know that Swamp Palace is at the Hype Cave location. And we do have flippers.
We don't have a hammer, and it is a pendant or hook.
Right.
But yeah, Beer is gonna head into Skull. So if this is looking like it's a soft lock woods, do you take the drop here? With no, I don't. It's so hard. He's got or no, he doesn't have the big key.
Yeah,
okay. But it's not. It's an academic question.
Yeah.
Good thing for Beer. He needed a break.
Yeah, that is very good for him. We are not locked in today. Oh, we're gonna get some more checks at the top of the castle tower here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big key on the pyramid. We don't have. Yeah, we don't have access to that yet.
Not logically or illogically. We still only have the one small, which is surprising to say the least.
Right? There's 6 of those.
Right, and it's not like we have done no checks between the 2 runners. We have seen a lot of Hyrule.
This check is so much better with a Canis Amaria. So much better.
Oh, nope. It's TR3. Almost got that Skullwoods and Desert Small in logic.
Hey, Vortex. Where's the stuff?
I'm wondering the same thing.
Where's the stuff?
That's not even the actual Ice Rod Cave entrance.
We found that, and it's where's the stuff?
Oh, Profe
saved and quit. I think that was his terminus. Oh,
he still had access to Dark Witch's hut.
That's true. He never went.
Now it was like with the flippers, which is like easy to forget in the moment, but nonetheless, he still had access. But he's gonna get his Bupkis off of Laser Bridge, and he has some decisions to make too, because like there is not much left. That Ice Palace Big Chest is actually looking pretty.
Yeah, same with the Eastern Palace Big Chest.
Beer is looking for that dark connector, I think. Or wait, what was this? This was. Oh, he's getting another potion. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
as well. Okay.
The dark connector was in the chess game.
I think he might consider taking it, but
Doesn't look like it. Which is a shame because we've seen pretty much everything else along the path. We know that nothing has been worth it. We got a few fringe items like the flippers, which got us nowhere. Some keys, which don't get us anywhere. We just left with more questions. The scene is just more questions. Oh, we do have this book. And we didn't check Ether Tablet.
Yeah, no Ether Tablet yet.
Yeah. We got a series of one-offs that could potentially have some progression.
Profe is gonna go find the bottom of Dark Death Mountain. I believe, right? That was this.
The mountain cave was, I think, in the Ice Rock Cave.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right. Okay. Man, this is...
Yeah, this is
absolutely checks Eastern Big at this rate. Well, he'll have like all the pod area entrances.
Yeah, and Eastern Big isn't that hard to get back to.
Yeah, you can just walk there, but I think Profe might be just he's on his last legs before he decides to go back in for that, because that is fast approaching his fastest check, which is nuts to say that walking down to Dam for the Eastern Big Chest alone is your densest location, but like Profe is almost there.
Well, as far as Profe is concerned, he's got Ice Palace on the mind. He hasn't gone in yet.
He does. However, that's a stupid long walk. Like that is like he has to walk to Eastern Entrance, walk across the mountain, jump into Hyrule Castle, or no, down to the bottom of the mountain. Like that is, like even with the 6 items he can get, that is a long walk.
While true, I think more inclined to go there than Homemadebeer is with that big key right now.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Homemadebeer is a long way off from doing that. I think Profe will get there first. Profe is thinking about his best options, which I don't blame him for, because they don't exist. He doesn't have good options.
No. He hasn't gone through the Paradox connector to get to the Mire area. He may be thinking about doing that. This may be what this is. This could be the walk back to Eastern Palace. We'll see if he makes a right here. He goes down, and yep, that's what this is. He's going to find Mire area. Okay. Nope, he's reconsidered and is going the other direction.
Oh, Profe never went to Witch's Hut.
This is the long walk. All right.
He stopped after the... didn't have the flippers yet. Just didn't want to take the bridge, I guess, after useless fairy drop down. So, at this point, I think Homemadebeer's position has gotten significantly stronger, because even if it's like Ice Big or something, he has left fewer awkward orphans on the way. Like Profe now has Skullwoods and that Blind's Hut entrance, the Mire area stuff, going back in like across the mountain. Whereas Homemadebeer has he's taken care of pretty much everything that can be taken care of on his path so far. There's not much outstanding by the time he finishes with this loop.
Outstanding is not a word I'd use to describe the seed.
No. Certainly not. But but I think we will, like, it still look like Homemadebeer has a lot of ground to make up, but I think we will see him make up a fair amount of it fairly quickly in the next minute.
He's really not happy. Those bombos explosions were not good enough. Just needed 2 more.
He wanted that 22. But yeah, I suspect this will be...
When I'm this starved for items, if I see something shining on the ground, I'm picking it up.
Yeah, can't even fluff items because he's not finding any.
Right?
Gotta fluff pickups.
Yeah. How do you expect to fluff if there's nothing to pick up?
And Profe also finding this before he gets that lamp.
Oh, that's right. Homemadebeer has that lamp, and you can do this dungeon out of logic with that lamp. It's a pain in the neck, but there you go.
One TR small from it being in logic though, because Homemadebeer has been like there's the second Skullwoods small.
No, the lamp isn't considered
logical
to complete the dungeon.
No. I guess what I meant to say was with the fire rod.
Oh,
but I think we've only found the one behind all 4 TRs. Oh wait, we found this.
We found this.
But we have only found the one Skullwood small on right side desert between the 2 of them, I think.
It's like Profe had to meditate on that chest for a little bit. Yeah, he's got to be thinking about what the next move is. This is a pretty big pain in the neck here. There's something in an isolated check, whether it's Ice Palace or Ether Tablet or Eastern Palace. What else have we got?
I think Profe has forgotten about that connector to the mire area, which, like, I don't think anything was there.
That was an alternative access to Turtle Rock, but no. I mean, it could be
checkerboard.
Could be some checkerboard. Yeah, checkerboard is a little question mark.
But I think he's working through his list of connectors now. I think that might be because he's going to this one, which was one of the 3-way connectors that went. So he might. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's figured it out, but he might yet.
Beer's gonna do the post chop, so we're gonna see this.
A little awkward. So I guess this way he has routed in such a way that he can still end at pod entrance, which is.
Well, he's gonna have to take the whirlpool anyway. There's no gloves to get through him.
There's the dam. That gives us 2 whole checks.
I can't tell what the pallet. That was Ice Rod? Okay. I couldn't tell what the pallet shuffle.
So that is if this is locking hammer or glove, that is going to be a long time coming for Profe.
Yeah, Beer will get to GT, and I know he's excited to do Tile Room.
Beer might try to bomb jump right side with the options he has. In fact,
without a hammer though, you can't do that. Nothing to do. You're stuck.
You can bomb jump right side.
Oh, that's right, with the lamp. Yeah. Oh, that's tough.
Actually, it's really hard with no. But
we don't have any keys though, do we? We can steal one. We can steal one.
I don't know if he does, but it's an option that is on the table. Beer is going.
Not gonna get that. That pot key is on Pyramid.
He might. I think he was debating whether he wanted to walk out of pod or walk from Pyramid back here.
Yeah, I can't imagine he'd want to isolate anything right now.
But I think I might have leaned toward going to Pyramid then coming back here first, because then at the end of your trip, if like everything's empty, then you can just mirror and go through that eastern entrance connector. But again, like there's not a good way to route this. Kind of.
When did Profe get a second pod small?
That was the one on Pyramid, right?
That was the big key.
Oh, the big key. Oh. That's an excellent question.
I don't recall where that was.
It can't have been that long ago.
Right.
Because Beer doesn't have it yet, and Beer has almost caught up on checks.
Yeah.
Oh, Waterfall Fairy. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
It's not been there yet. Okay.
Ooh, a fire rod.
Interesting. So that's still 2 keys from Logical.
Yeah, but I don't think Profe is complaining.
No, not in the slightest, I'm sure. But
Beer's either going to steal this key or just scout the little torch. Yeah, he's just scouting the torch. All right.
if I had hookshot or boots, I think I would 100% try to bomb jump that. It is incredibly difficult with knives.
It's everything needs to line up perfectly.
And the worst part is, like, all of your motion is down and to the right, so you can't even, like, pump to make up time there. It's just stupid and gotta be perfect. So yeah, I don't blame him at all for not trying that.
Yeah, I can't imagine Beer isolates the pyramid right now, because that's also 3 extra doors he hasn't gone into yet.
Yeah, I think he would much rather just walk back to... Oh, well, you know, maybe I'm wrong.
Well, this is a at least doesn't have to walk back to the Eastern Palace connector. But another reason for Pod to be your terminus is right there.
Yeah, that's I think what would have been the tipping point for me.
Mm-hmm.
That said, though, he doesn't actually have to commit to this. He could just be doing Ether Tablet.
Also true. Yeah, Ether Tablet. Ooh.
Which I am pretty okay with. It'd be pretty wild if he got back to Ice Big before Profe did. But
yeah, he's right here too. He could.
I think he's going, but maybe he won't though. He also has Bumper.
Ooh, we haven't seen Bumper either. That's a good point. But let's see.
Okay, he's not abandoning the pyramid. Okay. This is fine. This is totally understandable. Reasonable coverage play, but
it's just a really long-winded Ether Tablet check. Got it. Yeah. Okay.
He's just turning around. I don't think you even sequence break. Oh, he's jumping down the middle. That is... I don't know how I feel about this, because you have 2 unfollowed connectors that would just get you here.
Just for a piece of data.
Yeah, if you're walking back across the mountain, I think you go to back to the pyramid. As stupid of a slow walk as it is, but I don't know. Like it's not going to instantly burn him or anything. He's going to not check the dam. Maybe that's just because if you check the dam, you kind of have to check Eastern Big.
Maybe.
Wait, what's he doing here?
Let's see. This could take him up the mountain or to the mire area.
The mire entrance we have.
That was Ether.
Not have Bombos. Oh, okay.
I think that
Bombos on.
I think that was Ether.
It says Bombos on his tracker, so he thinks it's Bombos at the very least. So that explains everything.
Maybe it is Bombos.
Even if you're correct,
no, you're right. Everybody else is right, and I'm wrong. Which is not unusual.
This is a spicy entrance. if it's something, because that suddenly does change the math on. This is the first. Well, okay, so Ether Tablet. The last 3 things Homemadebeer has done are the first 3 things that we have seen new from him in like 20 minutes.
Just nothing is working out.
This is heads up routing. He's taking this down and gonna check the dam item this way. With slightly more walking overall, but less than 2 trips. So I'm on board with this. And so Profe is getting to check this entrance as well as the pedestal.
Oh, Madonna-me, look at this. Can you believe this? Gosh.
Single rupee.
It's Quake.
Which is pointless. But yeah, we're seeing the Eastern Big here. And you'll probably take this into the waterfall, like the Zora area, because he did not do that before.
GT key.
That is
circumventable.
That's most likely to just be logically interesting. I don't see Beer going back to that for quite a while.
No.
Although if he's forced to take another trip to through that bumper connector, like if he doesn't, he goes to do some of that before ice, for instance. Like I think he'll probably just check it if he ends up there again. But wow,
jeez,
isn't things in this game?
Nope,
isn't there?
Completely missing the target.
Confirmed a pendant.
Okay, I did see correctly. All right.
So we only have one more pendant left to find. We also have that second chest of Castle Tower available.
Swamp Palace, couple of checks.
Yep, 2 checks in Swamp. Is Palace big?
Ice Palace big. Can't forget about that. I haven't. I'd be thinking about it constantly.
And then we've got...
There it was. Okay.
Then we've got the Dark Connector, which is either front of Old Man... Which it might be. Beer might have checked, and I didn't notice.
He didn't.
Like, he might have... he went in, checked, saw that it was dark, and he might have checked. Because if it was the Old Man rescue, like, you can tell just from being there. He probably knows which it is.
Okay, all right.
But we've got that and Bumper, which haven't been followed. One of those 2, I think, has to lead to one of the TR entrances. And now, like the Laser Bridge Light World, Beer has checked, and we know it's nothing. But Profe doesn't know that, for instance.
At least somewhere inaccessible we haven't seen yet. Because we pretty much checked every entrance.
Well, because we're still missing Hera. We're still missing... I guess Hera's the only dungeon that we're missing.
Yeah. We've seen all the entrances of Turtle Rock. We have no method of ingress into Mire. Thieves' Town is done. With one exception, Middle Skull. Well, yeah. That's pretty much it. Just Tower of Hera we don't have.
So we're only one... We're pretty close to this being in logic. I guess we're 2 pod smalls. We're a TR small and a Skullwood small. So yeah, we're actually like miles away from this being in logic. But that just means that it's not going to be any of those things. It could be a pod small. It could be 5 or 6, but So there is that side of the out of logic checks. In the situation where it's like it's all pod TR Skullwood Smalls that you're circumventing here, like this is going to be something that at least isn't those.
Which... Yeah. You can either kill yourself thinking about the logic, or you can just get the dungeon done and see for yourself.
Yeah, and we don't have map knowledge on this, so this will be our first discovery of.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to see everything from Homemadebeer here. I think he's going to go back for Ice Big. I think he's going to check Bumper.
Here he goes.
Oh, so this is... So I think the one in VOO must have been Old Man Rescue. Unless he knows this is it. In which case, this is also just a faster way than Hyrule Castle.
Aha!
So that the one in VOO is Old Man Rescue at this point.
Well, we're gonna...
Skull. So wow. Okay. So Profe is in the Mothula fight, and Homemadebeer still finds out that Skullwoods.
Right. I did not expect that.
The upset.
Absolutely hilarious. Having a bit of a there he goes. Okay, I was about to say having a bit of a tough time. Needed to use a potion, and nothing logical there. But we do know it's a red crystal. I mean, now we know where those are. We're still looking for one more pendant.
Okay, so Beer's maybe not interested in connectors now that he has found the TR middle bridge. Actually, and
yeah, Bumper Cave doesn't actually do anything for you, does it? Maybe like better Dark World access, depending on where it spits you out.
Yeah, but at this point, it's likely to just be like Pyramid Fairy or... So I imagine he probably will check it, just in case it's like Pyramid Fairy or Top of Hyrule Castle or something that he can like, rule out one of his last remaining things, because he doesn't have that much left.
Nothing is coming up.
So this has to be Ice... No, okay, it does not have to be Ice Big. That is painful, because it's really starting to look like that's the answer.
Cough, Swamp Palace, cough.
Yeah, that's true. It's still at least double odds just for Swamp versus Ice at this point. But, so I think Beer is going to get that,
Fire Rod?
Fire Rod and the GT Small, because he doesn't have the Pod Big yet, which it doesn't matter, because it's not like he finds Bow and Hammer here.
Yeah.
So at this point, I see somebody mentioning the well, Blibberel, and I would welcome the second Castle Tower Small in the boots at this point. Heck,
it'd be nice. This Oliver Twist seed needs to start begging for some more food.
Even if only because that would get us to the pyramid. Like that would be better Dark World access than what we have.
Please, sir, may I have some more?
Beer's gonna get his Fire Rod down here. Oh my gosh.
Had to think about opening it up for a minute, though.
Profe's gonna go back through the front of TR, get those two chests on the right side.
Oh, with the Fire Rod, yeah.
Not quite in logic, but it's not far anymore, I don't think.
It's boots, I think, for being in logic. And a few pod keys or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. It's pod keys. But I can't remember the TR key logic for that coming from another entrance. But I think if he has 4, it's in logic, and we have 3. So, but there is the Fire Rod logic question as well, which is unanswered. Okay, GFE says it's 4, which was my instinct. But I mean, this could definitely be something because we haven't found anything in so long. We do have right side GT now. Also,
yeah.
Logic, but
Another option, something else.
We're not checking the Skullwoods entrance, so he's not going to get that GT small. Which is
even with that fire rod in tow, probably figures he's done enough. Probably figure he's done enough walking as it is.
Well, I mean, the only entrance that could have a whole lot of value for him, I think we've seen Mimic, K45 Agina. Like there aren't. I don't think we've seen Spiral.
No,
But there aren't many other entrances that would be useful.
We've seen the spiral exit, and I think that's right in front of Link's house.
It could be Hera, I guess, in his mind, but want to go back there to do Pendant Hera. He's going to Swamp because he's got these flippers, the Swamp Small, the Dam,
This is
which were in medium skippable places.
Pretty much. This is my call for progression. I believe something will be here.
These are both definitely in Logic.
There you go.
My God.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
That is some A ranked baloney right there. Oh my God! Can you believe this?
that constitutes now a pretty massive lead for Homemadebeer now, just because that dam was at the entrance, the one entrance that Profe did not check on his massive Dark World loop.
Oh, that's right. Profe didn't do that. Oh no.
All he has to do is get to the bumper and go right. So it's not, other than the long trip across the mountain through Hyrule Castle, and then after that go back around all the way. Okay, so it never mind. It's a super long path.
Everything is a super long path in this seed. Unless we find a glove in here.
So, yeah, the trip to Dam isn't that bad. And once he gets to Dam, I guess he's not going to have much other than Swamp. But, yikes. That's all I can say on this one.
This is the most exasperating Crosskeys seed I've never played.
Yeah, this is my first commentary in what feels like a year, and oh boy, is it!
This is your doing, is it? Hey, we did get that swamp egg. Maybe that'll pay off. Nope.
Well, at least we had it.
That's right. Yeah.
All we can say at this point. So, left side, hookless, pendant, swamp.
Yeah, because what does the hammer actually open? One more entrance in Village of Outcasts?
Yeah, yes.
One more check. No, we can't even do that one in Ice Palace because we need a glove for that. Sanctuary, we've already done. Mimic Cave? Mimic Cave in Kakariko. There's that, too.
That's true. It does get beer. It is a solid bailout. Since he skipped the pyramid entirely, he can get back to that after this.
Yeah.
Profe is hopping down instead of going back.
It's going to get this map. And I think that's Desert Palace, so whoopie-doo.
To answer the question in chat, we can't check Catfish without a glove. Whirlpools don't work like that. You kind of intuitively think they would, right? You can circumvent it with clever whirlpool usage, but
it can't.
Luck.
Nope. Catfish is a fish that doesn't like being bothered. Uh-oh.
Honestly, I'm not even mad at this
point. Now, where them boots at? Where them boots at?
I'm not going to do it before I have the boots, but That's probably the first thing I do when I get boots, honestly.
Where they at? Can they just be here so we can just get the scene moving, please? Please.
That was the second castle tower small.
I'm begging for some table scraps here. Give me the thing. Oh my god, it was here.
Okay, so you check the dark bunk rocks here. You probably still go to pyramid.
Yeah.
But maybe not. I don't know, man. Like, you just take the trip back up to, Actually, he could do all of GT Basement now. Head over to Eastern... Yeah, like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's plenty of things you can do. This is Turtle Rock, remember? Oh, you can do you can get the fire rod chest, that's why. He does remember.
Okay, so yeah. This is all... So, like... Beer is catching break after break after not getting one for the first hour and a half of seed. Just everything he was doing was working out just a little less, like he was not getting anything and feeling like he was wasting a lot of time. But now he's just he found the thing that he needed to find.
Yeah, it was in Swamp Palace the whole time.
Yeah, I was suggesting taking in Beer's position, taking just heading to Pyramid because he's so close right now, and Agate Tower is you have to go through Eastern, go across the mountain, go back. Like it's an investment to get to. So I think if you find something else, just on the couple of entrances on the pyramid, or a glove on the pyramid or something, like you can at least put it off, but I don't think the difference. And it looks like Beer is this might be GT.
This might be GT because you get to the pyramid after Aga's done.
Yeah. But it could just as easily be pyramid. Oh, what was...
Or the shopping mall.
We also have Beer, you have the hammer.
You have the hammer, homie. I know it's been so long.
Yeah, we have Mire access now, too.
Oh, we do have an ingress into Mire with the boots. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Beer, I guess he could do this after Agate Tower, but GT's right there. You can do the whole basement. I guess not the big chest, but...
Not the big chest, no.
I guess the right side. He doesn't have a single key yet. Maybe with that
he has one. He has one because there was one in Swamp Palace, I think.
Oh, was there? Okay.
Yeah.
I missed that.
You know, hookshot can be in the double fireball.
Right. That's 4 key locked though, so yeah, you're not thinking that until
you
get to see Ice Palace Big finally.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Nice map of thieves. Okay, so yeah, Beer is wasting absolutely no time, and I do not blame him.
Not at all. Not at all. Like it's send a clear message to him. To Castle Tower key number 2, yeah, and then the boots immediately after. Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's
the seed is laser focused here. Laser focused. Like there's nothing else anywhere except it's all concentrated to this.
Yeah, this is technically avoidable, even though it is very clearly logically required at this point.
Mm-hmm.
There's potential to avoid it, but why bother, right? Beer hasn't been to the pyramid yet, and he, even though he was a screen away 2 minutes ago, but
without any with some hard requirements like certain keys, as well as not having any gloves, as well as the density of the well. This is just do it. Like there could be. Let's say Mire Big is down there. Anything Any one important check in that well will make this completely and totally worth it. Not to mention the fact that this is just easier Dark World access right now.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I think the only like quasi bad thing, and I only say this because I know Beer can hover, is if the only thing of value in the well is the hook shot, I think that would be a little frustrating.
Just a bit, doing this once is a lot faster than going to Eastern Palace ad nauseum.
Yes,
that alone makes it worth it.
Because that's still our only access to Village of Outcasts area. Is
the
Eastern connector until we finding the hook shot in. I think honestly, one trip from Eastern through Hyrule Castle to that is honestly pretty close to an Agate Tower climb.
I think we're about to finally see the big chest. The only way I can see this not being good for homemade beer is if this is a glove.
Yeah,
and another glove is locked behind.
Particularly good for Profe either, because he doesn't have that hammer. Like that's
Nope, it's Bubkiss. Okay. Wow.
Yikes. This is looking real rough for Profe now. Like,
yeah.
Oh, he hit the switch. He has the big key and cane, and he hit the switch.
But we have no hammer or glove, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, that's if you found both. Like he has like nothing left in the entire video game. Like he doesn't even know the dam is accessible without the glove, or like there's more behind gloves and whatnot than like. He is absolutely thinking that he could find both hammer and glove in here at this point. We know he won't, but Homemade Beer also gets the enormous time save after what I can only assume is a bathroom break of not having to slash open the Agate Tower door, which is, that's pretty huge.
Yeah. It's at least 30 frames, right?
Probably. Well, I think if your sword connects with something, it's like 16 frames.
Okay.
I want to say.
All right.
That's those add up, especially when you're just sitting on the pyramid for a minute.
Can we just take a moment to admire this green sunset? No, it's gone.
Exactly 1 moment. Beer gave it to you. And also doing the triple dip Agate Tower. I mean, he has to. There's no other option. But
well, as far as we know.
Well, like in his mind, I guess. Right. Like it's like he's not leaving without doing it because he doesn't want to triple dip it. Like, you don't hold out for the second key just because the well's there.
Correct.
Yeah, this is a pretty major punish for skipping one entrance.
One entrance. Of all things to skip, it was the dam.
It's heading straight for the well. He knows. I think he knows. Like it's either Bonk Rocks or a Bonkable Chest of Hookshot Cave is open, but Bonk Rocks or the well, almost guaranteed to have something. So it's
King's Tomb.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We have to go back to Eastern Palace for King's Tomb. There's your hookshot.
Lovely.
Now we can finish Swamp Palace. Yay!
So that at least is not behind the Castle Tower climb. So that's not what you would be sequence breaking. So
right.
As long I didn't know you could hookshot that after.
Me neither. There's your one thing.
Time for his triple dip of Eastern. Okay. Okay.
That's it.
Part
That was it.
required. Oh,
Wow.
close.
Oh, oh man.
Okay. Well,
I expected one thing, but 3? Get out. Get out of here.
Is this Steve's big?
Oh man.
This
oh
is.
my.
I don't blame him.
He's fluffing, yeah.
He's right. Yeah.
Oh boy. I expected one thing. Jeez.
I don't know, like Beer I'm pretty sure was feeling pretty bad for the first. He's probably not feeling like fantastic. He's probably still thinking he could be behind, but like there comes a point in a seed like this where you just don't care anymore. You are like, you're here, you never want to be here again.
Yeah.
And you are leaving. So I endorse this.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to tell how.
Yeah, you got boots, you got a mirror. It's a quick in. Well, it's a quick out. I'm not sure about a quick in. It's definitely time consuming to get down there.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, is he doing this because he thinks he can afford it, or he thinks like he needs it? Really hard to tell. You still don't have a glove. That's I think he remembered the first time, but
yeah, he did. By now, an hour and 50 minutes into a seed, you pretty much assume you have a glove. You're in red mail, you got tempered sword, you got pretty much every item that's not a medallion. You're just missing a glove.
What?
You don't feel like you should be missing gloves right now. Oh my god, why? Why is that there?
Where was Bat again?
I don't think we found it. I think that must be behind GT.
Behind GT. Okay, lovely. Excellent.
Yeah.
One more thing to rush as soon as it's open at this point. Just because, why not?
Hey, we got our hook shot and some fire, right? We can go do that right now. You want to go do that, Vortex? Let's go do that, Mr. Vortex. Let's go. Let's go climb GT, Mr. Vortex.
We don't have the GT pig yet, so let's slow down on that. But it's probably just in GT. So let's get to stepping. It's over there. But yeah, this is Eastern from Beer. It makes perfect sense. It's literally never going to change at this point. He's got silvers, he's got boots. Nothing is going to change about this play from here to the end of the game.
No.
This is right side GT for Profe, I think. And eventually... Oh, nope, it's not. He's going straight to the dam. But I think he still probably does right side GT before...
Probably because he would have to. There's no... Otherwise, you're just committed to going back through that again without checking anything new. That feels bad.
Yeah.
This is probably not exciting for him to find. He's probably not happy about this.
So we need Desert and Meyer Big.
That's it, and yeah, it could be it depending on where the other pendant is. If it's Pod, then we won't need a glove, will we?
Yeah, we need Desert Big, Meyer Big, and either Pod Small or a glove, which is a great place to be.
I think we have 3 Pod Small keys, and they've only spent 2. So for logic, yeah.
Wait, where was the third? Because they spent 1 to get to the back. They got 1 in the King's Tomb at Waterfall, and 1.
I recall the third one somewhere. I don't know. Yeah.
We'll find out. Depending,
right. Yeah, there's just like a dozen sitting in GT anyway, right?
That
which is where Homemadebeer is going. Hey, look at the portal here.
I think, yeah.
Imagine having decent Dark World access in this seat. Imagine.
Now, the best part of this is when GT Big is in Hookshot Cave. Just a hookshot across the world away. Wait, did Beer not do Hobo at any point? How did he not do Hobo? He came up out of the water before heading into pod area. I guess, you know, he decided not to do Pyramid. Hobo is also a screen transition away. Well,
he got the big key.
This is what I think will probably be the last trip to Eastern for Profe. Man, it was looking so good for so long for him.
And then there's nothing. Then just nothing happened. He had so many entrances checked, and then missed one crucial one, and just literally nothing else happened.
And it's not like Beer went straight to Dam and straight to Swamp either. Like, there's probably 20 minutes between Beer going to Dam as the first one to find it and going to Swamp. Okay, so this is not GT first. Moth first makes sense. You know it's a crystal. This was just... just a brutal chain to skip. Like, I don't think many of... Like, the decision to skip it at the time, like, I even commented on it. But it was, like, that happens, you know, like, don't realize you can get it. You just space for 1 second when you save and quit. This is quite the level of punish for that.
Yeah, it's really not what you find in Crosskeys, it's when you find it.
Yeah, I guess that's all to say that this is looking like quite a blowout, but like Profe, you know, has played the seed fairly well on the whole, I think. You know, like, all the decisions have been have made a fair amount of sense.
They've been sound.
But
yeah,
it's just... It's going to be quite a margin at this point, I think. Well, I guess...
I am honestly surprised he didn't go into GT, though.
Yeah, that surprises me. I guess there's nothing in logic there, so it's not shocking, but...
No, but, like, just go. Maybe there's something that'll make your life easier.
Yeah. So he could get... Well, not... He could get go mode, I guess.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Well, we don't know if that's necessary, but now not Eastern Palace. Now Ice Palace is doable.
Beer only has the one TR small left, so that makes sense that he is finishing from there, even though he is ready to finish the dungeon. Or maybe he has... It says he has 3. Regardless, I think this makes perfect sense.
Well, there's another pod key.
That's go mode for Beer. Regardless, right? You can finish ice or pod. It's just a question of which is...
Mire Big.
Do.
Mire Big. Mire and Big. Desert Big, too.
He found... Okay, never mind. I flipped the... I forgot that first half of the conditional statement that I made earlier. Yeah.
Finally, Profe's on the right track, getting his hammer, and probably being not really happy about it at all.
I guess all things considered, not going to be as far behind as he could be. Like, this is like has to do Agate Tower, get those, but you know, it's been pretty railroady. Yeah, Beer needs both Mire and Desert Big Key, which I forgot about. Oh, he does have 2. He just wanted to make sure he did Spike first. This makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got all of Mire and GT Basement he can do. All of Mire and GT Basement. pretty much.
Meyer and GT Basement is it. There's a couple. I think there's one more check in Skullwoods. Oh, that was the small key. Never mind. Yeah, there's the big chest in Skullwoods you can't do right now. There's still pod not in logic. That getting that third key there, if it is the third key, and you can do that. Probably putting off pod until he gets maybe at least one more key.
Yeah, I don't think you're exactly in a rush to do pod.
No.
You're not exactly in a rush to do ice either. I think at this point, if you're beer, you kind of want to know which one you have to do before you go do it, because they're both in kind of bad spots. You've been to both already unnecessarily. Now, I guess you're not likely to not go the times you went with this seed, but you really don't want to pick wrong again. You don't feel like you have a huge buffer, but...
But now, with that glove, at least Homemadebeer has several methods of generic Dark World access. We don't have to use elaborate, ridiculous, obnoxious connectors anymore, so it's a little bit more free to play around with some things.
I think GT is a pretty easy call for beer.
Yeah. You got the you got the density you want there. You got only 2 more things left, so
you're not risking, double dipping Meyer. So I think that's probably the next stop. And it looks like he's rushing to that portal.
Mm-hmm. Hookshot Cave is pretty much untouched as far as item goes.
Yeah, I think you do that before. Maybe not before that long. Where was that connector? That was on the mountain?
Yeah, so. Hookshot Cave was in the Village of Outcasts, and the other side was on Mimic Cave.
And the other connector to Mimic Cave was also on the mountain, so it wasn't even like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. He's going left first? Oh, he remembers there's a map here. I would not have remembered. That is... nice menu, both before and after the door there.
Yeah,
I probably would have picked it up once I saw it, but if he's rushing it...
That'll tell him how he can spend his pod small keys. Well, I guess that's the same. That'll yield the same result, wouldn't it? Yeah. This is a solved seed now.
Left first is an interesting call, I think. Yeah, okay. He wants to steal the key side. But yeah, I mean, he is looking for 2 big keys. That is it. He can get... Still haven't found Hera, but at this point, I believe it is guaranteed to be locked by Nits. Oh, we're seeing Mimic Cave, which Beer has not done yet. This could turn out quite interesting if this is one of the 2 big keys, because
it's true.
Spend a lot of time before he gets back to this.
Right, because there's a lot of density that Beer has, and the singular one-off checks are going to be low priority right now. But... nothing doing there.
There's our flute. So that
nice, but yeah.
That puts... I think Big Bomb is like almost in logic now. Skullwoods isn't quite, but it's close.
Yeah.
Eastern is definitely in logic.
Like, seeing a flute this late is just like kind of disheartening. You're like thinking about whether or not you want to even activate it.
Yeah, I think you probably you probably activate it. That's the fastest way back to ice for sure.
Right.
You've got Mimic Cave. You've got some stuff in PO. So I think activating it is probably the right call in this situation. But yeah, like normally you definitely think long and hard about whether you actually care about getting the flute at the 2-hour mark in a Crosskeys seed. But I think with this specific layout I think activating it's a pretty easy call, especially with Sank just outside of CAC.
Profe have both Castle Tower small keys? He does, right? As of that Swamp Palace. Yeah, he's opting not to go.
He is going to... I don't know if I think this is faster than running to Desert and using the book. Wait, no, he can't do this. This is bad news.
We got one. We got a Desert.
Uh-oh. Profe is trying to go all the way through the front of TR. This is not faster than going to Agina's. For sure. Well, yeah, you can't spend this key. But he's gonna have to find all 4. Yeah, he realized. Okay, he's fine. He does have access to Laser Bridge, so he didn't screw himself. Okay. All right, that was stressful.
This whole seed has been stressful.
Yeah. I mean,
but watching Homemadebeer go through all of this is like taking a breath after being underwater for 2 minutes. You know? Like,
yeah, there's the last sword. Nice. Wonderful. There's half magic.
All right, and that's GT, so required for one thing, at least. Jerry's still out on the second. We don't have that big key yet.
Where was Desert North? I don't quite recall.
Desert Palace North was... Yeah, we've seen it. It's, I don't recall. It was in,
Was it Mountain?
No, it was at the Lumberjack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Beer should have done a map check before he saved and quit.
Yeah, I agree.
But you probably will before too long. Oh, he's just going to go into Dark World.
Yeah, and then maybe he'll map check and see which one he needs to commit to.
Because he's got Mimic Cave, which he didn't do, which is fine. Because he's going to come back. He's going to do Hookshot Cave, Mimic Cave, and then Pod. If it's the crystal, I think he'll probably just kill Helma. He probably doesn't want to, but I don't think you think that Meyer Big will be in. Okay, Ice is the pendant, Pod is the crystal. Probably going to finish his crystals, then go do Hookshot Cave and get 2 Pod Smalls and be really angry and turn around. But Beer just does not care what Skullwood's back is. I can't say I blame him, but he's got crystals to do. That's twice now he's passed it up, and this time he was very close. Does care about this entrance though. Oh, okay. Well, that's what you get for checking this first. Oh, okay. Is that just... No, there's Skullwood's big.
That's unfortunate.
Nice bait.
Yeah. You'll love to see a big key and then not have it work out for you, right? At least it wasn't GT, right?
Yeah. I don't hate doing this first, actually. Like, he's here, he could do Pod, but he only has 1 key, and he would really like 3, ideally.
Yeah.
This is all in logic, so... This is like he found it. He's here. I don't think he does the basement, but everything
Keeps
else.
it in the back of his mind. Listen to the Pocky. So works out for him one way or the other.
Now, you go in with 4. You've done the back, including big chest.
Well, Beer hasn't done the big chest
Not-
because he didn't have the key this last time.
Oh, that's true. He didn't. Okay, so that makes it simpler. I was gonna ask if you would do Harmless Hellway or Vanilla Big Key in this situation, like 1 from go, 4 keys.
I think what you do is you go right to Helmasaur, beat the boss, and then check 1. And then if it's not what you want, yeah. Well, if check 1 if it's you beat Helmasaur, right? Then Death Warp in the dungeon, check 1, and then scum it if it's not what you want.
I don't know if I have the scum 1 from go. I think I probably just do big key chest and call it a day, but with Beard not having checked the big chest, I don't think he did. He makes that call. Man,
He's doing the basement.
Profe does not want to do the Aga Tower climb.
That's
I'm
not.
surprised.
There's not like a whole lot that's open to him. I think this is it. I think this is the last thing before it. Misery Mire.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, with Beer finding Hera, I think that was kind of guaranteed to happen.
Another goose egg for Profe.
Beer is very much in. I'm gonna finish the video game mode. I don't.
Pretty
I don't
much.
care what's fast.
Yeah, this big key, this Meyer big key is super cursed. This is a cursed key.
Oh. Okay, well.
Yeah. Every single one of her like, every time. Beer's not going to pod at all. Still put it off. Oh, this was the bat. Okay.
Okay, so we did find it. This makes sense. Follow up on your incredibly early.
Is that it?
Oh,
There it is.
There it is. Okay, so Beer is going to full clear pod and then probably hit go mode. I don't think that'll be...
Oh, the GT big key's there too. Oh man, it's a good thing you get them both. It's a good thing you get them both.
I think that means Profe is probably going to do GT climb before Aga climb, which is...
Well, he has no bow, so unless he can mimic clip,
oh,
not
that's
possible.
true. That's true. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Good call.
I mean, you can do that, but why?
He's going to be down.
So go to Meyer, because you can do Meyer and finish that.
Yeah, Profe is going to get done with Meyer. Might even find another glove. Not that it's going to do much for him.
No.
But
The longer Beer stays away from Hookshot Cave, the worse off it's going to be.
yeah, the extra checks Beer did lead to 2 extra pod keys, so he can finish everything. But I think after Desert, which is going to be immediately after this, he's going to do Hookshot Cave and hit go mode.
Yeah, Profe has a lot of ground to cover to catch back up. So, Homemadebeer is going to have to put off Hookshot Cave for a very, very, very long time in order for Profe to catch up. And I don't think, I don't think that's possible. Like a GT climb, full clearing Meyer. What else? Not much else, really. Like, Hera's already done.
A little weird that Beer didn't go straight to Helma, at the very least. Like, I guess he's like... This is slightly more efficient because, like, a mirror transition is faster than a like a underworld transition. But one from Go, you're actually, like, getting relatively close to... Like, all the things you're checking are behind the same number.
Right. And I think this right here is the reason Profe didn't want to go to Castle Tower. He doesn't want to go through that, that connector again, but this is the GT play here first, so he might be doing that after.
I legitimately do... Well, no, he has Meyer now, which he...
Yes.
I'm surprised he's doing Meyer before this, but... Or this before Meyer.
Yeah.
Where was Meyer?
Misery Meyer is... that's on the mountain, I think, right?
That was...
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Dark Death Mountain. Yeah.
So... Probably end up finishing Ice... If there's only if there's the Mitzer and Meyer, which doesn't seem unlikely at all at this point.
No, but it would just do more damage than anything else.
Yeah. What a rough seed.
All right.
Was,
oh man. Yeah, just get on the world's largest roundabout and make your way into Swamp Palace after 3 trips through the Dark World, right?
Imagine if you just say no to Super Bunny Cave and you just kern jump. You get the dam, and then you get your flippers, you go to Swamp. You get your hammer, because the Swamp Small is not important yet. Okay, never mind. So that actually screws you even harder, because you need to go back to Swamp. So, yeah, no, there's nothing around just doing...
If there's a correct way to route this seed, I am way too tired to think about it.
There's just...
Like, I'm just gonna let some, like, maybe some data analysts tackle this one and just move on to my next video game after this is done.
This is... There's just nothing that you can do to route this one cleanly, because there's, like... The connectors were all just bundled in a couple bad spots. Like Hyrule Castle was the only one that, like, went to a couple different places. And it, like, that was behind other bad ones. Like,
yeah, like this would not have been so terrible if the connectors were at all convenient, but they just weren't.
One connector entrance in pod area would have just, like, made this seed free. But,
right, or if the let's say the Castle Tower keys were a little bit better, like, it still wouldn't have done very much, because that puts you in the wrong area of the Dark World.
Yeah.
Someone decided they wanted these connectors to be as miserable and long-winded as possible.
That's part of the fun of Crosskeys, though. Like, if we're being honest with ourselves, like, that's I don't know. Like, it's...
Yeah, I agree. Like, you need a terrible one every now and then to make the good ones feel better. I agree with you. However, I think this seed needs to come with a pedometer.
Yeah, that is definitely... There was a lot of walking.
Yeah.
We'll have to look at the boots timer on your side when you find it.
He meatloafed it. Alright, so does Homemadebeer look for the Misery Mire Big Key in anything other than Hookshot Cave? He does have a portal here, so getting to Village of Outcasts is not...
I think he'll probably...
There, that's...
do
yeah.
Fullwood's Big and the back.
Yep.
And then we'll probably do...
Yeah. If he's taking the portal, then it's likely he's gonna head there. He's got his hookshot ready. This does look like Skullwood's big chest first, though. You're right. Okay. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's the other glove!
Oh my gosh. Of which we needed neither, I don't think.
Yeah, we did not need a glove this seed.
Imagine a bee being unable to hover. Imagine.
Wait, did Profe do right side GT and get the flute?
I guess not.
Or did he just go left?
I think he just went left.
Because the flute, like that, the flute is quite a bailout.
Hey, it's our last logical pod key. Hooray! Now we can finish the dungeon. Ha ha. Oh, he's going to this stupid thing here. Oh boy.
Finish. Okay, so he's gonna do. Oh no, Hero is Dark World.
Yeah, Hera was. Yeah,
it was here in Dark World.
Yeah,
he will still end up doing it.
This was a GT small key. Yes, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Okay. Well, he won't have to worry about the climb because he's going to find Meyer big before he finds GT big. Unless he just doesn't go to Hookshot Cave, like, ever.
I think he's going to at this rate. It's not gonna... Oh, checking ped.
Yeah.
He's got 2 pendants. Or, no, he's got... He can get all 3, I guess.
Yeah. He's got Hera, Swampus is still available. Oh, that's right, as far as he knows, Swamp is the thing.
Nice knockback. Okay, Beer.
Hey, look. You gotta fluff your pinball score too, right? Oh man, I ran into an Addams Family pinball in the wild not too long ago. Oh man, that felt good.
Man, it's hard to believe that we're only 220 in. Like, just with all that we've done, like, this is not actually good. Like, this is on the long end for seeds, but it's not going to be...
This is Hookshot Cave, and this is going to be go mode for beer. But yeah, you're right. Like, we have been here for at least 6 hours.
Yep. I feel 6 hours. Oh, first check.
Right to it, as if he was attracted to it. Like there were pheromones in that chest. And he's out, and we can go mode Misery Mire. We haven't seen Misery Mire at all, other than the entrance.
Yeah, we know where it is, but
yep.
Where Mire was. Where was Ganon?
Ganon is in the Lost Woods.
Lost Woods, okay.
Yeah. And at this point, I have to wonder if Profe has forgotten about the well behind Lumberjack.
I mean, I don't know. I definitely, like, get the mindset. Like, you've been to Castle Tower twice. Like,
yeah.
I think he might have, I guess. Like, he got the hook shot before he decided to do Aga Tower.
Right.
And at that point, I think there are enough things that are tempting that you don't do it right now, and then you just keep not doing it now until it is a terrible place that you should have gone 20 minutes ago.
Right, like the decision to not go, it has to be adhered to now, right? Yeah.
Right. Like Beer made the decision that the next thing he was going to do after he got that second Castle Tower small was go do Castle Tower.
Yeah.
And he ended up getting the hook shot, which is the only thing that could really pull him away before that happened.
Yeah, he was on his way to the well when he got it.
So, yeah, I think that decision definitely widened the gap.
I think this is finally the play for Profe.
He's going to do Meyer. He thought he was going to Meyer when he went to Ice. He just forgot.
Oh, yes, that's right. He did get that Meyer key.
But I think at this point, he's going to do Meyer, then do Castle Tower. Well, might do Ice before Castle Tower.
Does he know that's a pendant? And it doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter to him at this point, does it?
Like, you're right here. Mm-hmm. This means he could just, like, at least he's like kind of like Beer after getting the well and getting like 3 clearable crystals. He just did Thieves Big after that because, like, F it, I don't care anymore, kind of
right
thing. Like, I think Profe is probably going to be in a pretty similar spot after Meyer here. Just do Ice because you can. And
then when you don't find anything, then you go to Castle Tower.
Yeah, because then you're just getting rid of everything on the mountain all at once.
Yeah.
So there's our third Scalded Small.
And I think that's the 4th Turtle Rock Small on Vitreous.
Okay, that is logic. Amazing.
Yay, logic. Woohoo.
There's a GT Small. I think we're only at 3 of those. Which is...
Let's see, there was one in Swamp, there was one there was one in the Skullwoods at Scott. Yeah. If there was a 4th, I don't remember where that one was. I'm surprised I remembered those 3.
Yeah.
And here we go. Finally, we can put this one to rest. Imagine finding both bows in the same place in a Crosskey seed, though. Like, that in itself is amazing.
I've had that happen in, GT Basement, but I've never had it happen in the well.
Right? It's just astonishing that there was so much value in that well. Like, several hard required items.
Yeah, and then there was a bow, the TR Big, which was required, then another bow and a sword. Like, it was like 4 out of 5. I don't remember what the 5th thing was, but it
wasn't important.
An honorable mention too, but just for being next to all those others.
Nice triple.
Red Rupee, apparently. Well,
yeah.
Here's to that Red Rupee as Homemadebeer is ready to cross the bridge. Defeated Ganon, going to finish first place in this race with a time of 2:26.36.
And now we can breathe a sigh of relief.
I can too at this point. It's over.
Right? Oh my goodness. Whew. Incredible. So what was the time index where they got the hammer? Where Homemadebeer got it?
It was I think it was after the 2-hour mark. Maybe not quite, or it was around 2 hours. It wasn't too much after that, or too much before that if it was.
Yeah, it was about an hour and 40 minutes in. And we are joined by Homemadebeer. Hello!
Hi, how's it going?
How's it going? Nice, congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
How's it going yourself after that? Yeah.
So, I realized two things, and I wanted to ask if this was the case. As far as I could tell,
Okay.
was that it was required to do the dam with flippers only, because the glove and hammer were both behind the dam, as far as I could tell.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that is true.
Hard required. Okay. The other glove.
The other glove was found.
Which is the only one that Profegamer has found at this point, because he did not immediately go to Castle Tower and found the hook shot, which is enough bait to continue putting it off. Like you found it on your way to go into the well, but he found it early. The other glove was GT Big chest, and the GT Big was the last chest of Hookshot Cave, which you skipped.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. So the reason I asked, because when I was looking at this, as soon as I found, what was it? I think, I don't even remember now. There was a point where I was missing Desert Big, Mire Big, and I didn't know if Ice or Pod were Crystal Pendant. And I was thinking about this, and I was like, this might be a gloveless seed. I might be able to finish without a glove.
Yes.
And so I was...
Absolutely could.
Yeah, and I was figuring that out, and I'm like, well, how do I do that? What do I do to make sure I don't find a glove? And then the next check I found was like a glove. And I'm like, well...
I laughed at that.
Yeah, that was...
It's very hard.
Like,
not as hard as I laughed at the Not as hard as I laughed at the hammer.
Oh, yeah, I rushed that. That's why I skipped all the pyramid stuff and everything, because I was like, you know what? How dumb this dam location and how dumb the Swamp Palace Mall. I'm going straight there. I'm skipping everything and I'm going straight back to Swamp, basically.
Yeah, I was saying... Go ahead, Vortex.
Yeah, I was a little surprised, because I was like, you kind of set yourself up with the Dark World loop, that you had a choice between, like, walking out of Pyramid and walking out of Pod. And you ended up choosing to just go to Pod and do neither of those, which, like, it made enough sense. But I was a little surprised. And yeah, you kind of talked through your thought process there with, like, the dam was
which part?
Which, like, it...
Oh, after I found the dam?
So after you found the dam, you went back into the whirlpool, and, like, you could have just pretty easily gone to Pyramid, come back, gone to Pod, then gone through, Eastern, and... Yeah. But
that was basically
that's
my thought process. Yeah, I wanted to check the pod entrances first, and then go back to and end at the castle. And then when I found GT, I found the Swamp Small, and I'm like, all right, change of plans. I'm going straight back to Swamp. As soon as I found the Swamp Small, I'm like, I don't care that I only have 2 checks in Swamp. I'm going straight back there, because how dumb the dam was and how dumb the Swamp Small was. I'm like, I'm just gonna go back there.
This was pretty horrible. Much, yeah. Oh my gosh! First 90 minutes of the seed was just full of nothing, just begging for something to happen. 90 whole minutes of just gosh. And I think we have been joined by Profegamer here, who has opted to not finish out the seed. So GG to you. Sorry that this didn't work out, but this was a real nightmare. This was a real nightmare of a walkthrough. Like the roundabout you guys had to go through each and every time you needed to get back to the Dark World, and you needed to kill several dips. Just wow. And what it came down, what it ended up coming down to is that the one thing you had skipped on that side was where the dam was, and then the Swamp Palace had everything you needed. You were in the Dark World before Homemadebeer, checking all of that stuff, and you just missed the dam.
Probably by almost 20 minutes, I think.
That sounds right. I think I hard last located Dark World.
Yeah, you did. There was you had a lot of like knowledge of where things were. Like you found I don't think Profe went to the third exit of Paradox at any point, which ended up being pretty inconsequential, but it could have been.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
not all that.
Welcome, Profegamer. How your thoughts about this dumpster fire of a seed?
when I found that dam, I knew it was kind of the beginning of the end, and I was like, I'll run it out until he finishes. And I kept looking. I was like, please finish. I'm just done with this seed. It is so bad. And I kept making mistakes. Like I kept forgetting I didn't have gloves, and like went to Spike Cave, and I was like, cool, no gloves. And then I did something else. I was like, wait, no gloves. And yeah, it just kind of spiraled out of control. And I mean, I started hitting a good cadence at the end, but I'm just really glad to be done with it. When you're like, are you finishing out? I was like, not a chance, not even a chance.
Yeah, so the right answer was to go to Castle Tower for the well because it had Turtle Rock Big Key and both bows.
Yeah.
You know, that was going to be one of my next moves. I was like, all right, there's a lot of stuff in that well. Do I finish it? But lo and behold, didn't need to.
I think, Beer made the call as soon as he got the second one and the boots in left side. He just went straight there. So he ended up having Aga already done when he found the hook shot, and you like did some boot checks, found the hook shot, which is definitely enough to justify like holding off a little, just because it like Castle Tower takes so long to get to. Like I was thinking, Beer, you might head to the pyramid and check those entrances just in case like you found something else, because just even if Castle Tower brought you to the pyramid, like you were running right past the pyramid on the way to it, and I think it was fine either way. But like it would despite the fact that your plan was to go to the pyramid, like it might have still been justifiable to just check pyramid, because like it's going to be 5 minutes before you get to Castle Tower.
But my plan actually was when I found the Castle Tower 2, I was like, I'm gonna go Armo Shake Storage because I had the fire rod at that point. I was like, I don't care what's behind Ice Armo, sure. So I'm gonna go Armo Shake Storage because I had all the setup. It's GT in the Dark World, etc., etc. Yep. I'm gonna go do that. And then the next check was the boots, and I'm like, fine, and so I'm just gonna rush Castle Tower anyway.
If anything, it opened up a better portal.
That's the main reason I wanted to do that first, because I wanted a way into the Dark World that didn't take me 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, GG's Profade. This was like one of the biggest slogfest seeds I've ever had in Crosskeys.
I think I said at one point that this is the worst seed that I've never played.
Yeah, I like, and it like the timer doesn't do it justice at all. Like the 226 is like, that's a normal bad Crosskeys seed, right? Like it's like, but this was something. Like I think we went probably 45 minutes without anything that could like actually constitute hard, progression from either of you. It was just like Profe was like 20 minutes earlier into the Dark World on the loop and just didn't find anything there. Like,
yeah, because there was nothing there.
And
it was the dam. That was it. And the flippers. The flippers.
Yeah, and the Swamp Small. But like, yeah, it was just like there was so much time where nothing was found, and we were like, oh, is it going to be the Eastern big? Like, is it going to be the Ice Palace big? Is it going to be the Thieves big? Much later, and like none of them were the answer.
Well, yeah, because I found the ice big, and then but I had already dipped ice in a. I kind of clowned my way into it because it was like super out of logic at that point, and then I found nothing, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm never going back to ice until I have to, and then I never had to.
I mean, ice was actually, like it was only a lamp from logic. Or, no, you didn't have the Thieves Small quite yet, but I think you.
Oh, I don't remember where Hyrule Castle Small was.
Hyrule Castle Small was on blind.
It was on blind.
So...
Okay, never mind. I thought it was in TR, but okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, finding a way up the mountain, by the way, I don't know if you had the same, like, how the heck do I get up the mountain? I kept having to go to Eastern, Vanilla Eastern, and taking the connector.
Yep. I did that 7 times?
There was no way around that. That was
the flute was in Compass Room in GT. If you ever, because I kept putting off GT because I'm like there's like none of it's in logic. I was like, nothing in GT is in logic. I'm not going back there until I have everything else. And then I was like at a point where I was like, kind of actually just becoming the only good play. And then that's when I went and I found the flute, found the desert big, and I'm like, okay, well, there were 2 things in here. And I knew there was going to be like nothing in there. Well, technically, you know.
Mire would have been a semi-reasonable play if it didn't take 2 years to get to.
Yes, I was wanting to go to Mire forever. I just was like, I'm not going to walk 32 minutes to get there. But yeah.
Yeah, I think it is technically humanly possible to bomb jump right side GT with no hook or boots.
I've heard it's possible.
If you could do that, that could have saved you 20 minutes to seed.
Oh
if you
my
like
goodness.
got your lamp the first Dark World loop and did that, because Profe didn't have the lamp. Kind of just took the Super Bunny connector and just said screw it. Like I'll find something else that leads to something else, and didn't go back north at first, which like.
Oh yeah, because lamp was in.
It was aggressive, but fine.
Shop,
Yeah, but
I almost did that too, but I was like, you know what? Without a glove or a hammer, I'm not isolating anything up here, and that's why I went back for everything.
That Super Bunny connector was terrible because like you
I
don't want to take a one-way connector.
Yeah, I saw you being like, he's not happy to see this. He's not happy to see this one.
But you can't not take it.
You can't not take it. And unfortunately, it spits you out at a reasonable place. So thank heavens for small miracles, right?
Yeah, and I think what I was noticing at the end, I think there were 4 pod small cubes that were glove locked, something like that. There was a lot. I think it was 4 actually, maybe 3. I don't know.
1 in Hera, 2 in Hera.
2 in Hera, yeah.
Was big, and then 1 behind Magic Bat, and I don't think we found. No, the 6th was in Mire. So
yes.
I found 6. I think there was 1 in Turtle Rock, the front of Turtle Rock, maybe. I don't know. I found 6.
Oh yeah. The 6th was Turtle Rock. Yes.
Yeah, I think my logical go mode was 2 more GT smalls somehow. I didn't check.
Vidi?
Yeah, Vidi had 1. Yep, you're right. You're right.
So.
Yeah, if I somehow I was logical go mode with only 2 more GT smalls with how many things I had left in the seed. I was when I was looking at my tracker at the end, I'm like, how am I actually like logical go mode right now? Minus two small keys. I was like kind of shocked.
There was a GT small in Mire. I think only 1 though. I don't. There might have been 1 on the climb, I guess, but.
Well, anyway, that was one of the biggest slogfest seeds I've ever played, and as soon as I found the Swamp Small, it was just okay. Only do terrible checks from now on. That's a rule I have in Crosskeys. It's when you find a really gross item in a really gross place, then you only do terrible checks from then on out.
All right,
until the seed starts getting nice again. But yeah, thanks everyone for putting on the restream, and Profe GG's again. That was I'm sorry you had to suffer through that.
Yeah, I'd like to say it was fun doing commentary for this, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it was one of those seeds where just like you stop having fun and you just want to be done, and that's kind of what I hit at a certain point. I was like, I just either want to be able to forfeit or be done with this because I'm so tired of taking this Eastern connector. I feel like I should take a timeshare there.
Yeah. Yeah, going there is just I was just like, well, I'm gonna have to keep doing it, so I'll just keep doing it.
Yep.
I think I pinpointed the point where you were like 100% done with the seeds crap when you just like you got 2 clearable crystals, but like both bows TR big, and you just the next check you did was Thieves Town big chest. Like you were done. Like there was nothing.
You're like, I'm not gonna let the seed boom me again.
Yeah, there's and I think I said like I don't even blame you at that point. Like it like
actually, I was gonna do Hookshot Cave before everything else, and then I was like, I'm like 2 screen transitions away from that. I can just go to pod. 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 Mm-hmm. And then I was really sad when I found the Mire Big Key.
Yeah, all right. So mercifully, this one is done. Yeah, GG to both of you guys. You guys,
thanks for comms, y'all.
GG's, and thanks everyone for putting this on.
Yeah, despite what I said, it actually was a fun time. I did have a good time doing commentary. So thank you, Vortex, for this. This was good. This was a good time. Hope we didn't step on each other's toes too much.
No,
You
there
guys are
were
great.
several times where we were about to say the same thing, and
Yes.
we did. But yeah, I had a great time too. Thank you, you guys. Thanks both the runners. Both put on a really good show. It
was a very good show. Yes.
Yeah, got to see a lot of different checks at different times. It was
Yes, we
good.
did.
Most of them not great until 90 minutes in.
You're welcome for this seed. GG's. So let's see. Give our runners here a follow. Homemadebeer and Theprofegamer. GG's them both for this playing through this dreadfully terrible seed. Good luck to them in the remaining rounds of Swiss. We've got 7 more. GG's. Thank you also to our 2 commentators today, Vortex of Doom and TJ Maelstrom. Thanks a lot for your work. This was good fun to listen to. And thank you as well to our trackers, Liberal and Rail with Cheese, doing the clickety clack. Thank you as always. Much appreciate all of your work. And thanks to everyone in chat for watching. Let's see, coming up ahead on the ZSR schedule, we've got a few different things coming up this week. The Majora's Mask Randomizer and Wind Waker Randomizer tournaments have their qualifier stages in full swing. So you will have tomorrow one of the MMR number 4 at 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. At the same time, we'll also have we are featuring an ALttP NMG League 2022 tournament here on on the CSR network. So Dark World Round 1, Lanxian versus Chex Human will be at 9 Eastern tomorrow. That'll be on ZSR 2. MMR's on ZSR main. There'll be the C2R Weekly, Zelda Randomizer Weekly race at 10 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, preparing for their tournament, which their tournament is starting up next week. And then to wrap up the night tomorrow, we will have another NMG League match, Light World Round 1 between Ham and Chibo. They've also got the grand finals of the ALttPR Challenge Cup, more Crosskeys matches to be added to the schedule, though I don't presently see any, and plenty besides. That shall be it for us tonight. Thank you for watching all. We are going to go over and say hi to P-Train. He and a whole bunch of other people are doing a Crosskeys race of their own, practicing for this tournament. They're 39 minutes in. Seems to be doing alright at the moment. Let's wish him luck and call it night. Thank you for watching all. We will see you next time.